Crisis happened in Jos Plateau State. It was actually between the Christians and Muslims, and it was on a Friday. I could remember. We had people shouting, stones, and that was it. Then we saw this mob coming. They were with knives, with machetes, with chanting and coming, and we had to run. Oh, and I ran. Everybody were running, and there's this our neighbor. He's an elderly man. He was behind me. He couldn't run as fast as we could, so they got him and they started using the machete on him, and he was screaming that we should help him. And these are people we know. These are our neighbors, our friends. We actually know them. And so when we ran, and God helped us, we ran to safety, and they burnt every house in that street. Everything we had was burnt down. And so I was really bitter, but I could just remember my sister sobbing. She cried all through the night. We lost everything. So after that, we had organizations that asked us to participate in trauma program. It's a program where we meet with both Christians and Muslims. And so we had this program, and the first day it was really suspicious. We were looking at each other. We were not happy. Then the second day it was time for business. And so we had to talk about what happened. That was the first time somebody asked what happened, you know, and you are facing the enemy, in quotes. And I cried, talked about what happened or what we lost, most especially the friendship. And these are neighbors, they knew something would happen. Some of them actually left a day before and they didn't inform us. These are people we've lived together for years. So after they given us opportunity to speak, and it was time for the Muslims to speak, I remember the lady I was paired with. So when she started to say hers, she started crying. And in my heart, I was like, no, this cry is just fake. Well, I mean, how can she cry? I mean, they are the perpetrators. I mean, we are the ones that are the victims. We are the ones that have lost everything. So she started sharing that the crisis affected her too. Not only were their houses burnt, she lost her brother. And one of them, after the crisis, went back to pick pieces of rubble from their burnt house and is missing. It's true, sometimes in this conflict, we think it only affects us, but it also affected them. And at that point, we had to join her to cry, because I actually counted my losses. It was properties, but she lost life. And that was really painful. And we cried and we healed, and it was a journey. We exchanged phone numbers. We started talking, but then the deed have been done. There's polarization. Now the Christians live differently and the Muslims live differently. We had relationship. And one day she called me and said, hey, there was relief that was brought to them, but it's like she got 2 mattresses, and that she just thought of me and feels she should give me 1 mattress. Wow. I was like, can the enemy actually think to even do good, you know? And that built trust, you know, it built trust. And I could see that there's a common enemy. There's something that when it happens, it affects both of us. She had a program and she wanted me to come and facilitate. It's for young people too. And I said, no, I'm not coming to your area because anything can happen to me. I still have flashbacks of those incidents. But she told me, I'm going to send you somebody that will pick you. And that was it. And I told her, fine. And then she called again to say, are you getting ready? I said, I'm ready. I told her, are you sure? She said, I'm getting somebody. Caroline, I'm getting somebody to pick you. Just relax. We had a wonderful program. The way we were received, the reception I had, the things they gave to me, I'm like, but then I don't know, the impression I used to have is that they are bad people, you know, but then it's not about generalization. It's about individual. When somebody have done something wrong, we have done something wrong. So most times we have this stereotype and we generalize. So it took me time for me to invite her. And she did come, even though some people were looking at her suspiciously because she had to wear her hijab, you know, but then she came, and we are friends till today.